Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I'm checking out this one and only Lexus LS430. This is a 2004 Lexus LS. I will have to admit, I don't know a whole lot about the LS lineup in general. I do know most basic things, like it started with the LS400 and maybe I think it was like 1991 or something. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comment section what year the LS started. It might have been like 89 or something. But you have the LS400, the 430, the 460, and then you have the LS500hl alongside the 460. I'm sorry, it's the LS600hl, that's it. So it has like a 5-liter V8 and a hybrid motor as well. Makes like north of 400 something horsepower. And then you have the LS500, which is the current generation. But this one is the second generation Lexus LS, technically speaking. This has about 170,000-ish miles. And I'm going to show you guys the interior. This car is absolutely pristine looking. Again, it only has 170,000 miles and it looks really good. So I actually have the key fob on me, and as you heard, it has one touch, or it has like the automatic unlock feature, just like modern cars. Like, for this to be a 19, almost 20-year-old vehicle, and it has that feature, is actually really, really cool. So, if I had to buy an LS, I probably would get like a black exterior color with like black leather. I'm all about that black everything. But I am going to loosely describe some details of this vehicle because I'm not 100% certain on the facts. For example, I know this is real wood trim. I'm not sure what type of wood it is, but I do know that I believe they like partnered with the Yamaha that makes pianos to make this wood. I might be mistaken. Let me know in the comment section. This has one-touch automatic windows in the back. I'm gonna sit inside. I'm gonna close the door. That is a very, very solid sound. This door is relatively heavy too for a back door. That sounds really good. Wow. I've actually never been inside any Lexus LS ever. So this is my first LS, and I am pretty happy, I'm not gonna lie. So I do know that the LS had several different options. This one is not the like highest spec trim. If this were the highest spec trim, this center console would actually have like a whole bunch of controls here. I believe it's called the executive package or something. But as of right now, I'm not even sure what trim this LS has, but I do know it has heated seats in the back, which is pretty cool. You have some storage space, some felt-lined cup holders. You have a cigarette lighter back here. And yeah. We have a pass-through for the trunk. Not sure why that's closed like that. It says push. Oh, it's like a little door. That's pretty cool. My hair is hitting the headliner just a little bit. It is a little tight back here, but it's not too terrible. We also have vanity mirrors in the back, which is pretty sick. We have power controls for the passenger front seat that you can control in the rear, which is pretty cool. So if you're sitting right here and you want some more space and there's nobody sitting here, you can just move the seat forward yourself. You don't have to bother the driver to do that for you. Ashtrays. That is very smooth. That feels really nice to move up and down. Alrighty. Now for the front seat. This door is, I would say, about average weight. It's not super heavy. It's a nice weight though. It feels pretty solid. Automatic windows for all doors. Door storage. We have 3 memory seat settings, which is pretty cool. Usually you have 2. Look at this seat. Look at all this cushion right here. Very nice. I'm gonna hop in. That is a very solid door close. I like it. Alrighty. We are in the Lexus LS430. This wood is actually cracking, which I think is fairly common for these vehicles. So we actually have a seatbelt control, and it moves up and down, which is pretty sick. I mean, just look at the material, guys. This is all like this. I don't know if this is felt, but it's super soft. You have leather on the door. Very, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm gonna start the engine near the end. But yeah, I mean, just look at this. If I were to buy an LS, I would actually get this one because it doesn't have that touchscreen. I feel like this spec would last the test of time longer than the digital screen. Same thing goes for the GX 470. The most sought after spec of that truck is the analog screen, where you just have this. You don't have the whole digital display because those tend to, I think they die after so many years. They just stop working or something. But anyways, we have a whole bunch of like panels right here, and they just hide things. So for example, this top panel hides the 6-disc CD changer. Very nice. We have a cassette tape player right there. Nowadays, kids have no idea what a cassette tape is. Honestly, I feel like CDs are going extinct as well. One thing I don't like about the LS is the fact that you have this giant panel and you have just this one button. Like, that's the only use for this panel. It doesn't open or anything, which is kind of funny. This panel hides a little storage compartment. Very nice. We have heated and ventilated front seats, which you love to see. If you all have never experienced ventilated seats, you are missing out. You definitely have to check a car out that has that. So we do have a few buttons here. We have ECT power and snow mode. We have the rear shade. So basically what this does, if you hit this when the car is running, there is a shade that covers the back window. And I'll demonstrate that when I start the car. We have traction control. I believe this has a 4-speed automatic or 5-speed. I really don't know offhand. Let me know in the comment section. Look how small the shifter is. It's like the perfect size, actually. You know? We have a cigarette lighter. Little ashtray right there. Nice wood trim. We have cup holders right here that just pop out. I mean, listen to this. It's so smooth. Of course it makes a little noise when we're closing it, but like, that is just crazy to me. Center console. We have a 12 volts cigarette port, or cigarette lighter. And look at this. When you open the center console, this just like floats back. That's pretty cool. And you can move it forward and backwards. That's pretty sick. You have a sunroof. Good size sunroof. Sunglasses holder. Basic stuff. Very, very nice. I'm going to start the car. I'm going to show you guys. So check this out. This is the key fob. If you know a thing or two about Mercedes vehicles, I believe the older, I want to say S-classes, have keys just like this. So how it works is you put the key in. Also, this steering wheel is telescoping. And it like moves. As soon as you put the key in, it like comes down and comes forward. I'm gonna start the car. Your mirrors come out, just like so. Man, this sounds... Oh man, I love V8 sedans. I love V8s in general, but holy crap. This is our gauge cluster. We're able to clock up here. By the way, it is actually, whoa, it is 12:49. It's pretty late in the day. Okay, so check this out. I don't know if it's going to work on this specific vehicle, but I do know that these vents are oscillating. So what happens is when you turn the AC on, or the heat on, or whatever, it will start moving by itself. So I'm trying to figure out how to control the AC. Keep in mind, this is my first time in any LS. Okay, there we go. So the AC is on. I believe this is the oscillating button, so if I hit that, check it. It's moving. Isn't that cool? That is so dope. Why don't modern cars do that? And it's only the two front vents. The side vents don't do it, which is whatever. But that is just like the coolest thing ever. I wish it would do that on modern cars. Okay, so check this out. This button closes and opens the sunshade in the back. And it still works, which is pretty dope. So ventilated seats. Let me check them out in this LS. I don't feel a whole bunch of air coming through. I do have quite a few layers on, as you can tell. But this seat is super soft. Super comfy. Alright, I'm going to check out the bread and butter. So, to open the hood, I'm going to hit that. Also, I think this has soft closing doors. Okay, it does not have soft closing doors. It might be a specific trim that has it then. I'm gonna open the hood. Here she is. The 4.3 liter 3UZ FE V8. One of the greatest engines of all time. Honestly, the entire UZ lineup, like all three motors, are the best engines ever made as far as I'm concerned. The 1UZ, 2, and the 3UZ. Yeah, this is a great motor, guys. And this actually makes 290 horsepower. I can't really say much else, guys. This car is just amazing. We have a little cubby right here. Put your change in. That's the parking brake release. Very Mercedes, by the way. This is I don't know if every Mercedes vehicles use this, but if you have the parking brake engaged, you just pull this and it releases it. I am not sure what AFS means. Also, check this out. You can control the volume on the side of the steering wheel like this. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's not like super uncommon on modern cars, but I feel like it's probably not super common back in the day. Sounds pretty good. Oh, I didn't even have it turned up all the way. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel that now. And the steering wheel moves back in place just like so. Very, very, very nice. I would love, absolutely love to have one of these. I'm gonna check out the trunk now, actually. I would assume it's about, you know, typical size. I don't know if you can open it from the back. You might have to use a remote. Press this. Okay, just unlocked. Oh, hold on. Do I hold this? Okay. Oh, I just didn't pull hard enough. Very heavy trunk. That's pretty good space, I will say. I think this is like the first aid kit. Let's check and see. Oh, it's like your little breakdown toolkit. Has its own dedicated spot. Very nice. That's the first aid kit right there. There's like a dedicated tab you pull down here, and that just shuts down like that. Okay. Very nice. And I believe if you unlock the door from here, the mirrors will fold out. Okay, no, so that's only when you start the car. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Let me know in the comments section if you own the LS430. Let me know if you own any LS, whether it's the 400, 460, 600, 500. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.